Hello everybody, how y'all doing? Cowboy Uncle Dave here from Calgary, Canada, sitting here with a brand new Donner DAJ, that's Dash 110C mini jumbo guitar, acoustic guitar. The people at Donner were so kind to have sent this to me to do a review to it. Apparently it's an entry-level guitar. There's so much coolness about this. I have not found anything negative about this thing whatsoever. Only received it a couple of hours ago. Tuned it up. Don't know how well it'll stay in tune right off the bat like any other guitar, especially when you first get it and brand new strings on it. Don't know what type of strings are on it anyways. But anyhow, here's a quick review of this guitar. First things first, let's hear what it sounds like. Guitar. Everybody wants to know, what does it sound like? Because that's the main thing, right? So here. That's just freaking awesome. You hear that? This is supposedly an entry beginner's guitar. Let's go over the specs on this guitar really fast here. Before we go over the specs here, here's what you get with this guitar. This is what's so cool about this being an entry level guitar. Gig bag, so important. So important. Keep your guitar in your gig bag, keeps the dust off of it, keeps the moisture at a proper temperature. This is a nice padded gig bag. I take this guitar anywhere in this. It's not what you call a dust bag or a body bag. It's got some padding to it, which is pretty cool. The nice Donner right on the front of it. I like that too. But they send you a lot of cool stuff that comes along with the guitar. Number one is this Chromatic Tuner. It came in a little box. All I did is took it out of the box. I've never had one of these before. Put the battery in, hit the button. There it is. Hit a string. Wait till it turns green like that, you're in tune. How could you go wrong? You don't even hit a button, go to the next string. And it tells you what key you're in. Like the bottom string is an E string, your top string is an E string, your third string is a G string. Anyhow, along with some of the goodies, they send you Donner guitar picks. I love guitar picks. I'm a guitar pick collector, believe it or not. I don't know if you can tell, I got quite a few on my necklace here. I love guitar picks from bands and stuff like that, musicians. You get a capo. Sooner or later, you want to start playing guitar, you're going to need a capo. You're going to want a capo. A capo makes it that much more fun to play. You're not just stuck in your rut here. You get a second set of strings, which is awesome. You get a pick guard. You stick that on there if that's what you're into. If you want your pick guard in there, your old traditional style, and just go on there just like that. It's a stick-on one. You know, you could even order a wooden one if you want to put on there, but this is pretty good. It's not cheap plastic. It would do the job, that's for sure. Truss rod adjuster. This is phenomenal. I'm not afraid to adjust the truss rod. If you're new at owning a guitar, be a little careful about messing around with one of these. You could do a little bit of damage to your neck of your guitar if you do too much one way or too much the other way. I'm not afraid. I've been around guitars long enough to know what I'm doing with a truss rod. You can practice with it, but here's the thing. When you turn it, give it maybe no more than half a turn. Like, you'll hear it too and feel it. And then let it sit before you keep going to town on it. The action on this guitar is phenomenal. Let's get over the specs of this guitar. Solid spruce top. I say solid. It's like a one-piece spruce top. Mahogany sides. Let's get up close on that. With a mahogany back. I think that back is just beautiful looking. Look at the grain in that. When I look at the grain that's on the neck, the way that the grain goes on the neck, it almost makes me feel like it might be maple. That might be a maple neck with possibly a rosewood fretboard. That's definitely holds the colors of it, the characteristics of it. Something very, very cool. This is just little things, you know. Guitarists love this. A beginner probably ain't going to mean nothing to you. But the saddle, that's this white piece here, is made of bone. Same as the nut, made of bone. It's not plastic or your cheap synthetic stuff, right? It's bone, which is cool. I love the black binding they put on this. On top of it, if you get real close and you look at that black binding, see the little white line in it? That just makes it, because of that, it's like tuxedo look. Smooth, smooth, smooth. I haven't felt a blemish on it at all. It's like a satin finish on the back of the neck. You know, like if you were to take a tongue oil or something and treat it over and over and over. The action on this is phenomenal. So I feel no need at all to pull out the truss rod at all, or the truss rod adjuster, and start playing around with it. Now you're looking at this for all at about $200 Canadian from what I see. The link's going to be here down below. Go to it. I mean, you got a son or a daughter, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old, going a little stir crazy probably right now too if they're stuck indoors, being schooled at home. You need an escape. A guitar has always been my escape. I started playing guitar when I was, I think, 15 years old. My parents bought me a watch for my birthday. I said, I want a guitar. They took the watch back and got me an acoustic guitar. From then, I've never stopped having a guitar. It's a great escape. Donner supplies something here. Check out the site below. I mean, this under $200 Canadian. If you live in the United States, probably going to pay, what, $160, everything, taxes, all that included. You get the guitar. You get all the stuff with it that, I mean, for a beginner, guitar picks, everything's there. There's no reason for, like if you had to go to a guitar store and buy a guitar, you bring it home, it's just going to be in a box. They're going to charge you more for a gig bag or a hard case. If they're going to try to sell you a hard case, then you're going to want to buy some picks. Then you're going to want to buy the capo, some spare strings. If you don't buy the spare strings, within the first couple of weeks, you know, a string's going to break. Next thing you know, the guitar's sitting in the closet collecting dust. Now there's no excuse. You got the spare set of strings. This is very quality made. When you look at the even spacing of the strings and the centerness along the neck, and how, you know, I got the slightest little, ever little, but that's how I like a neck of a guitar. You need that, just that little tiny bit. You don't want it exactly perfectly straight. You just need that ever so slightness. And the black tuners on this, not like wood. I thought it'd be like wood screwing into wood. They're actually very, very smooth. I'm so impressed with this guitar over and over. There's so many positives about it. The fretwork on it is phenomenal. I can't even feel that. You know that? Going up and down. There's no sharp edge anywhere. Anywhere on that. I mean, that's just great. I mean, especially on acoustic. I know electric guitars, you just go crazy if you feel that. And I mean, some expensive ones, I like to pick up the expensive ones I'll never be able to afford at the guitar store and try to play them. And some of them, they're a little sharp on the hands. You can feel it. And the profile of the neck is, it's not a huge, not a jumbo. They call this a mini jumbo. I'd call that neck an average size neck, guitar neck. You know what else is cool? You can play on a harmonic. Yeah. $200, going to get them away from the video games. They will still go to the computer. You know what for? Figure out the next formation. They need to put their fingers to play the next chord. Once they learn how to play 3 chords, they probably won't go to the computer for about 6 months, and they'll be making up 100 songs of their own and singing away. One of the best investments. I mean, come on, but check out the site below. This came within a week. So I mean, Christmas time, you got plenty of time now. But if you're thinking you don't know what you want to get them, and you want to get them a great hobby and also a future long-time love and possible passion, which many, 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 many millions of people have discovered, it's time to check out guitars. go to Donner. They'll ship it right to your door. And I mean, not just a guitar. You get the bag. You get the guitar. There's a guitar strap. I almost forgot. They even supplied this beautiful Donner guitar strap. I think that's awesome too. Everything's there. I love the fact too, the guitar strap nuts are here on the neck rather than you put it up here, tie up there and here. That way it balances the guitar a bit better. I've never liked to put a string around. I've done it before because I didn't have a nut or a strap button on it. And I've had to put a string around there. I don't like it, especially when you're playing. And if you're a heavy player like I am, my hands can be a little heavy. Even just leaning on the guitar without thinking about it, you're putting stress on that neck. And it's key not to be putting stress on the neck of your guitars. But this is just beautiful. Beautiful. I can't say enough about it. You're going to see this in a lot of videos. I'm looking so forward to creating some cool music with this, the way that I do on my channel. To everybody out there, peace and love to you all. Thanks for watching. And go to Donner Guitars. I'm not paid by them whatsoever. I just think this is cool. This is staying with me. I'm falling in love with this thing already.